Hi everyone. I just want to speak quickly to my suggestion proposal for event-driven architecture for the Disty e-marketplace project. So I guess the way that we traditionally do things in a sort of API-driven procedural kind of way is to have very explicit API calls with SDKs for each system. So in this case, our distributor system, Arrowsphere, will do an API call to an API that we're exposing for them in Platypus. Then Platypus would have to have code or a service written that knows how to call customers.'s API, and customers. Would need to build an API that Platypus can call because currently customers. Only the back end of customers. Only serves the front end of customers. It doesn't serve any external systems. So this would be a new type of API with a new type of authentication, with service accounts or whatever it might be, that would need to be built. And then for updating the status of an order all the way back through to the distributor Arrowsphere, customers. Would need to write code that knows how to call Platypus's API. Platypus would need to expose an API to do status updates for orders. And then Arrowsphere basically polls Platypus for an order status. So my proposal is that we use an event-driven architecture here just to potentially simplify things a little bit. So Arrowsphere still would need to call into Platypus. They don't support this kind of event-driven architecture out of the box. They would just do API calls, so that part doesn't really change. But then from there, Platypus would just publish and create order event to the event bus. Then customers. Would subscribe to that event bus, to that topic. And whenever there's a new order to be created, they would receive that event and create it in their database. And then for syncing order status, it's the same but in reverse. So customers. Will publish their order status event to the event bus, to another topic. Platypus would subscribe to that. Whenever there's a new one, it would be received. Platypus keeps just a local order state. And then whenever Arrowsphere polls for that order, we just pick up the order state from the local database. So the benefit of that is systems are less coupled together. We don't have to have like specific authentication code and SDKs or services written between Platypus and customers. So that each one knows how to call the other one. We can basically just standardize on an event format, an event schema, and do everything through a shared event bus appliance. For this particular one, I was proposing we use GCP PubSub, but technically we could use any sort of PubSub appliance here as the event bus. And if we wanted to, generalize this in the future and do it for more systems and more flows, we might want to pick a more robust event bus than GCP PubSub for handling that. But the architecture should stay the same at that high level. Thanks for watching.